Hello, and today we are going to be doing a Kings of War historical game.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to do 1500 points, so it's a nice bite-size video, battle report even. And today Sam is joining me,
Hello.
is playing...
Spartans.
Go on, say it.
Not yet.
Go on, say it.
Yeah.
Alright, okay,
Not yet.
he'll say it later on. Me on the other hand, I am playing the mighty Greek state of Thebes. Best thing about Thebes, sacred band. Check them out. Yes. Philip Schofield is a big fan, I hear. So, yeah. So anyway, 1500 points. The Kings of War historical is again. It's not played that often, I suppose. Not a huge amount of that's played. And obviously it's still using almost like a version 2, sort of 2.5 rule set. Okay, so there are some rules differences between what was Kings of War fantasy element and the historical one. Especially in the way that you build lists. You have a master list and then you have specific units that are suitable for that era. And it started really from, I guess, sort of Celts, Romans, Greeks, and then it goes up to Black Prince, Middle Ages, really, sort of 30 Years War, that type of thing. I think
So.
yeah. But anyway, check it out. It's a relatively cheap book to purchase. Obviously, we do stock it at blackdragonminiatures.com. And what it will do, allow you to get units on the table nice and quickly and play a quick, fast play historical war game, which for some is what you're after. This is the game for you. Obviously historical accuracy sort of goes a bit out the window, and it's a bit sort of bolt action-esque in that regard. So yeah, but anyway, I hope you enjoy. Feel free to leave some comments. Do check us out at blackdragonminiatures.com and feel free to subscribe, and obviously what that will do is help us to bring you more content and encourage us to keep going. Okay, so we'll show you the forces after deployment and we'll get started.
Yep. Good luck.
Good luck. Right then, so we're going to start with the Spartan Force, and this is after deployment, so we've already had a couple of units using Vanguard rule to advance further up the table. So we have on the Spartan right flank, they have a hero on a horse, and then they have the Spartan Royal Guard, cunningly disguised as myrmidons. We then have the Vanguard in Cryptea. We have 3 regiments of standard Spartan spearmen hiding behind the ranks. We have the Spartan King and the Spartan General, obviously just overseeing their troops. In the rough ground on the towards the Spartan left flank, we have the, are they 3? They are
Balearic Slingers.
Balearic Slingers. Another unit of the Cryptea have moved up in front of the temple, and then over the back there we have a army standard bearer for the Spartans, and he is with the Spartan cavalry. They're not allied cavalry, are they? Or
no,
just normal cav.
Normal cav.
Okay, and that is the Spartan force. Okay, so let's just pan out. So we've got a height 4 building on the Spartan right, and then we have some rough ground, and then we have the temple. Okay, so the army of Thebes deployed opposite. They have one rule that allows them a flank refusal. This is from taking Epaminondas, one of the Greek heroes. So that has allowed me to relocate 2 units before the battle starts, but prior to the Vanguard moves. So on the Theban left flank now. We have 2 troops of Tarentine cavalry. We then have a skirmish screen of Thracian peltasts, 3 troops of. And then have 2 regiments and a horde of Greek spearmen. Over on the far right we have the Theban Sacred Band, and then we have a army general, well that is actually the named character, Epaminondas, and then we have an army general just in here in the rough ground. Okay, so we're going to roll for turn 1 and we'll get the battle started. Okay, it's not the Greek, or the Thebes, can't call them Greeks because it's not really very descriptive of 2 Greeks facing off, is it? So basically, the one of the Tarentine cavalry is bombed off down the left flank, try and put pressure on the Spartan rear. Other than that, everything's just edged forward, and the only real bit of any interest is going to be a some peltasts are going to try a shot at the crypteer. So they have 10 attack dice. They are hitting on 5s. No penalties. They are individuals or skirmishers. So let's see what we get. We're looking for 5s. We've got 2. They are not piercing. So
Defense 4.
Defense 4. 1 wound. Nerve check.
They are 9/11.
Okay, so that'll do it. They're gone. However, you've got 12-inch inspiring with these guys, haven't you? Or is it 9? Very inspiring, isn't it? Off of your
Yes, off.
9-inch. No, I think they're going to be out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's one unit of crypteer gone. And that is the end of my turn, because obviously no combat. Okay, so Spartan turn 2. So Spartan turn 1 even, coming up. Okay, so the Spartan hero, having seen the Tarentine cavalry moving around behind the homestead, has moved off to meet them and sort of try and block that flank off over there. So he's over there. And then, other than that, the rest of the Spartan Force has moved forward in typical Greek unison. Cavalry moved up into position, and the slingers have moved up into a position where they can start firing. Okay, so shooting, I'm guessing slingers.
Yes.
Okay, what are you targeting?
To shoot these guys.
Okay, so
So it's 12 attacks.
are they nimble?
Nope.
Right, so -1 for moving.
We're to hit on 6s.
Hitting on 6s. That'll be nothing.
No.
Okay. And that'll be the end of
Good
Spartan
start.
turn 1. So Thebes turn 2. Okay, so the end of the Theban movement, the Tarentine cavalry on the far left have charged the Spartan hero and really see what he's made of. Other than that, the peltasts and the other Tarentine cavalry have set up an assault or a missile assault onto the crypteer over this side. Again, the other peltast unit has moved up to try and put some wounds on the Greek cavalry, and then the Greek or the Theban advance, again general advance at this stage. Okay, so we'll start with the peltasts, and they have 10 attacks. They are, however, hitting on 5s. So we've got 3 successes and no piercing. So defense of the Greek cav, 4s, 2 wounds, and then a nerve check on them.
They are 13, 15.
So that's 12, not enough. Okay, so and then over this side, peltast unit number 1, again 5s, And the crypteer is 4, is it, defence?
Yeah.
Looking for 5s, which is 3 successes. And then looking for 4s, 2 wounds this time. In the first lot of spell tests. Second lot, 4 successes. None. And then the Tarentine Cavalry have throwing weapons, so they are 7 attacks. Hitting on 5s, they're nimble, so even though they moved, no penalty. But these guys are piercing 1.
Nice.
And 3 hits. Piercing 1, so 3s to wound. And 3 more. So a total of 5 damage.
Yep. And they are 9/11.
9/11. Are they inspired? Looking possibly out from your king. 9.
No, they're 9. They are just out.
Okay, so they are 9/11.
9/11.
So 6 to break once. Double 1 snakes. Okay, so there's just combat. 2, 4, 6, 7. Combat, the Tarentines are hitting on 4s against the Spartan hero. Hello, we'll have that.
That's not bad.
And they are thunderous 1, so
Defense 5.
so down to 4s. And that's what happens when you get a really good first roll, and it turns into that. Okay, so they bounce in this edition, so that is the end of the Theban turn 2. Okay, I think this is about the time you need to say it.
This is Sparta.
Okay, so with such an enthusiastic roar, the Spartans have decided that they're just going to take the fight to Thebes now, and as such the cavalry have charged the peltasts, supported by the BSB. The Spartan centre has moved as far forward as it could, as it was just slightly out of charge range. And the crypteer have charged the peltasts, who did quite a lot of damage to them, and obviously the hero over the back there has counter-charged back in, and that's it. So shooting, the peltasts are going to try and ping some shots at these guys where they'll get cover, so it'll be 6s again. 2 this time, and the
I've got elite.
Oh, you got elite as well, yeah. No. And right, so the Sacred Band are defense 5, but it goes up to 6 because of slings. 1 damage though. And they are dash 18, so can't test. Okay, so yeah, that's it for shooting. So combat, crypteer.
Yep. They are 10 attacks. Hitting on 4s.
Yep. Oh, impressive. 2. My defense is 4. 2 wounds. They are breakable and they're 9/11. So not with that. And you bounce. The Greek Cav.
14 attacks.
Hitting on.
Hitting on 4s.
Okay.
A bit better.
Yep.
And now Thunderous 1.
Okay, so 3s. Ouch.
3, 6, 9.
9, double 1 twice. First time and second. And they got. Okay, so what are they going to do?
They're just going to... can't turn that far because of the BSB.
Do you put them in the wrong place?
I did.
Oh dear.
They're just going to go as far as I can.
Okay.
So there.
And then Hero.
Hero with his mighty 3 attacks. 3s.
3.
He is crushing 1.
Okay, so 3s to wound. That will do it. So they're equally inept, and that's attack from each and not 1 point of damage. Okay, impressive stuff. Alright, so that is now Theban turn 3. So now the Theban Force and the Spartan Force meet in true Greek fashion. Line of scrimmage. So there we have it. Okay, so shooting first, we have the Tarentine cavalry are going to throw some spears at the Spartan Royal Guard.
Yep.
So hitting on 5s, 2, wounding on 5s, I take it?
Defense 5, yeah.
Yeah. Nothing. And that is it for shooting. So, combat. We'll start with the guys against the hero over there, trying to actually do something. Hitting on 4s, wounding on 4s because they're Thunderous 1 still, because they're still not disordered. Here we go again. five hits.
Here come the ones.
Oh, actually did something.
Whoa.
Two wounds. Don't matter to him because he's got crushing, hasn't he? Right, what's his nerve?
10, 12.
Not on that, so they bounce. Rolling a 3. Okay, let's see if we can pop this unit just down here. So we want 10 dice. 4s. What's your toughness?
4.
So 4s and 4s. With the peltasts. And that is 4 hits. Takes them up to 9, so we're in double 1 zone, but it'll be twice now, I think, because have I moved, or if you move with 9 of your general? Yep. So double 1 twice, once, twice. Okay, so they are removed, and they will go forward D6, 3. So that takes them up to that there. Okay, so the next lot into the guys with the banner. So they are your.
They are headstrong elite.
Okay.
You're at -1 balance.
No.
Ignore that.
No, it's in snare. They've got spears, not pikes. Toughness 4.
Yep.
4 points of damage. Nerve roll 7.
15.
7 plus 4, not yet. Okay. Horde into this unit here. That is 15 attacks, 30 attacks even, so I'll roll these twice. These have the upgrade to give them CS1 as well.
Yep.
So 4s and 3s.
Yes.
Okay, so do the first part. So do the damage on the first part. 3, not great. And that is another 5, which is a bit better. That's up to 8. Nerve check.
They are 13, 15, but I'm -1 because they are hardy vets.
No, that's on my nerve checks, isn't it? Isn't it the equivalent of brutal in the fantasy version?
When testing nerve against this unit,
Oh, okay.
it suffers additional -1.
Okay, cool. So effectively it makes them nerve 16 then, doesn't it? So 8 twice to break them. 4 plus, that's not a waiver.
Nope.
They are okay. And I bounce, and I bounce, and I bouncy, bouncy, bounce. Okay, the Greeks against the Cav, so 4s and 4s. Four points of damage in the front. And then the Sacred Band hit on 3s. And 4s. 2, 4, 5. And one more. Because flank attack, double attacks. And another 3.
There's my 4 you double one twice.
Yeah, I've done that wrong. I should have tried to take him out first, but never mind. Hopefully we won't pay for it. No, we don't think so. They're destroyed. These guys will pivot, and then this lot will go forward d6. 1. Wow. Okay, and then the last bit is Epimenides gets 4 attacks, hitting on 3s, crushing 1. All 4 hit.
His defense force are please.
2 wounds.
He is
9, 11,
9, 11.
So 9 twice. 8 wavered. Like that. Okay, so yeah, a couple of the Spartan units have fallen. A bit of damage. Disappointed not to get rid of the unit there with the horde, because they're now probably going to get a double attack back, which could swing it. But yeah, overall, not a bad turn. So Spartan turn 3. Come on. Okay, so Spartan turn. The 2 regiments have gone into the Theban horde. Regiment into the Peltasts. The Spartan Royal Guard have gone into the other Peltasts. Hero into the Tarentine, and that's about it. So shooting is the Slingers.
Yep.
And they are firing at either the Spearmen or the
they're going to go for the
Sacred Band.
Spearmen, I think.
Okay, so here we go. So hitting on 5s.
Yep. Hitting on 5s. 4.
And then one more.
5.
Yep. Defense 4, so goes up to 5.
One more.
Yep.
So the lead.
So 5s because of the slings. 2 damage. You can waver them. 11 or double 6. Nope. Okay, so that's the end of shooting. Combat. So we'll start over there with the hero. Work our way across.
3 attacks hitting on 3s.
Yep. 2. Defense 4. Crushing 1, so 3s.
Yep.
2 damage this time. And they are 10, 12, so 10 to break them. Yep, they're gone. So wipes them out. Okay. Might as well pivot in here.
Yeah, it's going to turn off.
Okay.
So then we have Royal Guard.
Yep.
15 attacks hitting on 3s. With elite and crushing 1.
Okay. There's 2 in there, yeah. Okay. Crushing 1, so 3s. Uh, 2, 4, 6, takes them up to 8. It is 3 twice. And again. Go. Okay, what are they going to do?
They are just going to pivot. So the next set.
Yep. So 15 dice.
Yep.
4s and 4s.
Hitting on 4s with elite.
Okay. One more. And then 4s to win. 3.
3.
So double 6 to waver.
Nope.
That's that one there.
Yeah.
I need to bounce. Okay, so effectively 30 attacks.
Yeah.
None of them got anything different, have they?
No, one's hardy vet, and that's it.
Right, so 4s and 4s. So damage for the first lot, total of 4. And for the second lot, 3, takes 1 to 7. Double 6 waiver. Nope. So bounce they go. And that is the end of Spartan turn 3. Theban turn 4. End of Theban movement. The Thebes on the Theban units on the right. The Sacred Band have charged the Slingers with a hindered charge. Unit Spearmen have charged the Army Standard Bearer, General, and the Horde. So Horde's gone into the left-hand regiment on a counter charge. General's gone into the flank on these guys. One in the middle. They've gone back in, and then the Theban General and the Tarentine have gone in against the Spartan Royal Guard. Okay, so Sacred Band, 15 attacks, hit on 4s. So hindered.
Hit on 4s, winning on 3s.
Ooh, whiffy. 4.
They are 13, 15.
7 plus 4, 11. Not enough. Low bounce. Okay, over here.
Yep.
Medium 4s. Defense.
4.
Just the one.
Puts them on 3.
So 8 twice. 5 plus 3 is 8. That's not enough for the 9, 11, isn't it? So, Epidemius, or whatever his name is, Epidemius. 4 attacks hitting on 3s. 2. And then wounding on 3s. 2.
Puts them on 10.
5 to break
15.
twice. Once. Twice. He's a brutal man. And he'll just stay where he is. Horde. Hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. Three, 6, 8 on the first run. Oh, nowhere near as good, that one. No, 1. So 6 twice. Yep. Are they the ones that are +1? And they're not, are they?
No.
Once. Twice.
No, you just double 6 the ones that have the -1.
Oh, okay.
Not that it mattered.
And they will stay with that. Can't really move. Peltas. 4s and 4s. 3.
7.
So 8 twice. 5 plus 7, 12. Not quite enough to waver them, so they bounce. Theban General, 3 dice. What's their toughness?
5.
So 3s and 3s, crushing 1.
4s.
Oh yes, sorry, 4s. Can't. Nothing. Oops. And then 7 with the cav. 4s and 4s. Crush. Thunderous Swamp. So 4s. 1 wound.
That was enough earlier.
Yeah.
They are -17, so.
No, nobody. And they bounce. And that is.
That's that, I think. Isn't it?
Yeah. Did I do this one against him? Yeah, I did, didn't I?
Yeah.
Yeah, bounced. Okay, yep. Right, so Spartan turn 4. Right, so Spartan Royal Guard back in against the Tarentine. The ongoing battle between the Spartans and the Poltas carries on. The Spartan hero, having destroyed the cavalry on the right flank, has now come back to the battlefield to see a load of Spartan dead, but to try and influence something. The king, the general, and the army standard bearer have all charged the horde of Theban spearmen. And the slingers, being disordered, can't shoot, so they've gone back in against the sacred band. So no shooting. Slingers hitting on 6s.
Yep.
Because they're not very good.
Not at all.
However,
So
2 hits, 3 hits. Okay, 5s to win. 1. So it can't do anything because they're dash lots. Okay, so Spartan King.
He has got 5 attacks.
Yeah.
Hitting on 3s.
Yeah, rerolling 1s.
Rerolling 1s, and he's crushed 1.
Okay. So 3s, yeah, followed by 3s. Yeah, that's going to hurt. 5, so up to 12.
And the general with his 3 attacks. Hitting on 3s, crush 1.
Okay.
That's great. Another one.
Yeah, 13, yeah. And then the arm standard bearer.
BSB, 1 attack hitting on a 5. No.
Okay, 13. They are 22, so you need 9 twice to break.
Nope.
No. 6 plus, not enough to waver them either. So they bounce. On 13. Okay, over here.
Spearman.
15, 4s and 4s.
So 4s with elite.
Oh yeah.
Good job.
This could be the end of these spell tests.
I hope so.
Defense 4.
Maybe not. 3.
Oh dear, 6. It's 5 twice. And again.
There we go.
I got that.
I think I'm just going to stay where I am.
Okay. And then the Royal Guard.
Hitting on 3s with elite and crush 1.
Okay. Yeah, I can't do much to stand against these guys. 3s to wound. Okay. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. Double 1 twice. And again. Yeah, they're gone. Okay.
And then I'm going to just...
Okay, Theban turn 5 coming up. Okay, so Theban turn 5. We'll start with Sacred Band. No, we won't actually. We'll start with these guys here. There's 4s and 4s.
Yep.
I need to not whiff this. Good start. A little bit whiffy, but we ended up with 4. 4
7. He's 9, 11.
So 4 twice. Once. Twice. So if he's destroyed, they will overrun. D6. Need about a 3. Typically get a 1. So can't do what my plan was, but there we go. The Horde against the Spartan King. Hitting on 4s. What's his toughness?
5.
So down to 4s. Crushing 1. 4 points of damage. And on the next run, five hit and 2 more. He's up to 6.
And he is dash 15.
Dash 15, so 9. 7, not enough, so they bounce. In hindsight, probably should have gone against him and then overrun and then got in. But there we are. Right, the Theban General, 3 attacks on your hero.
Yep.
Hitting on 3s. 2. And then 3s,
5,
so 4s. Nothing. Bounces. And then 4s and 5s, isn't it, against that
yeah.
roll guard? One wound.
Dash 17. So.
No, I can't do that. Okay, that is the end of Thieven turn. Oh no, didn't do that. Yeah, so Sacred Band hitting on 4s or 3s?
3s, 2s, counter charge.
Yeah, counter charge. So 3s. And then 3s, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Lots. 3, 6, 9, 10. So double 1 zone.
Yeah.
Are you still within 9 or is that just out?
I'm out.
Second double 1 of the game. So there we are. The joy of that. Okay, so Spartan turn 5. The slingers with the bravado of the double 1 get to fight back. So 6s, and 5s. 1. Yeah, did a wound. Still can't actually break them, but it's a wound. Might be relevant if we get a 7th turn. Right, King.
So 3s and 3s.
3 only 1s. Okay, cool. Only 1. Okay, and then the general.
3 attacks on 3s.
Oh,
This isn't good. Crush 1s and 3s.
Another one, 15, 7 twice. Not enough. That is a waiver though, but they are headstrong.
Yeah.
Okay, and then over here, 30 attacks, 4s and 4s.
Yeah, with rerolls, because they're the elite.
Do the first bit, yeah, so 4s to damage.
5.
5
on the first set.
Okay.
Now 3 more.
And then the Royal Guard.
3s and 3s.
Yeah, but re-rolling 1s on this one. No 1s.
Typical, didn't get any 1s. That was 2, 4, 6, 8, 9.
Okay, so that's double 1 twice. And again. And 1.
And then the last hero.
And they're gonna just turn.
Yeah. And then just gonna have to turn around as well.
Okay.
Then the last hero on the horse.
2.
And your defense.
Defense on Thieven general is 5, so 4s. 1. Okay, and then you are looking at double 6 to break him, but you need it twice. No, it's fine. Okay, so potentially last turn, Thieven turn 6.
I don't know if that affects yourself. I don't think it does.
No, it's everyone around you.
Non-allied units. Well,
Yeah.
that probably would have been helpful earlier.
Yeah, might be. Okay, so right, let's see if these Sacred Band can get rid of these guys. Anything but double 1 effectively, and they need 1 point of damage. Yeah, and then gone just on a 3. They will. Oh, more spears coming off. Okay, I'll turn around there. Okay, right, next one. 30 attacks with the Horde onto the Spartan King. 4s and 4s.
Yep.
Oh, actually, before I do that, they were wavered, weren't they? So I need to do a headstrong test.
Yeah, 4 up.
No, they stay where they were. Anyway, okay. So it's wavered. Right, so the warriors there into that unit.
Yep. It's 4 calls on it.
3. Goes up to 10. So 5 twice. Once. Twice. That's them gone. They will retreat back to as much as they can. Do I want to do that? I don't. I want to probably do that. Don't know. Who knows? Right. King. 4 attacks. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 4s.
What?
Yeah, that is all 4 attacks. Rolling a 1. Well done.
That's...
And then the
Wow.
general into the Royal Guard. It's suicidal. 2. And no wounds. Oh dear. Okay. Spartan turn. 6. Okay, so the general and the king. So king
5 first. 5 attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on
3s.
3s.
Reroll 1s. Yeah. 4 hits and then 3s. 1. Trying desperately not to.
Then the
General.
hitting on 3s.
Yeah, and wounding on 3s. Okay, 1. So we're getting closer. That is 7 twice. Once.
Oh.
No. 15 plus 4, 19. They're not wavered this time. Okay, hero.
Yeah. So 3s.
3 hits and then 4s. 1 and he is. So you can't break him. So it's 11 or double 6 to waver. Nope. So he takes 1 damage.
And then
Bounce.
Royal Guard.
Yeah.
3s re-rolling.
Defense 5. So
4s.
4. 5. 8 twice. Once. And twice dead. Overrun. D6. 4. Probably enough. I have to measure it. It's going to be close. Yeah. 3.5. In you go. So another 15 attacks now into this unit.
Yep. So 3s and 3s, isn't it?
Yeah. Three, 6, 7 plus 2, 9. 6 twice. Wavered. Okay, so right, D6, 4 plus, we get turn 7. Nope, so that is the end of the game. We need a 150 point swing to determine the winner. So we're going to count up the dead and see who is victorious. Right then, so that is King's War Historical. A little bit of a test game there, 1500 points. Quite a nice little level, really. Still on 6x4. We did have a couple of big bits of terrain. Obviously 2000 points is sort of your tournament level type thing. But yeah, very fast. Obviously with no spells, limited shooting, which is obviously typical of this era. Meant that the game was very quick indeed. End result, slight victory to, well, minor victory to the Theban force. So basically, we played a kill scenario. We needed to have more than 10% swing on the attrition, i.e. the victory points. And I think it was 195 and we needed 150. So Thebans managed to hold on. I think if it had gone to the turn 7, it might have been, well, I don't think the result would have changed. It was in doubt in turn 6. Turn 7, Thebe would have probably, the Horde would have overpowered the Sacred Guard and come into the rear of the Spartan general. Yeah. So that's probably quite a lot of points there. I don't think there was much I could do to get rid of the Royal Guard, in fairness. probably needed to have thrown the, if I wanted to really concentrate on them, the horde probably needed to hit them early on. But overall, there you have it.
It's nice, it's quick.
Yeah.
And there was no, I don't know, it was just nice and simple.
Yeah. Yeah, just got to paint lots and lots of Greeks.
Yeah. That, who doesn't do that?
No,
Everyone
exactly,
should do
exactly,
this.
exactly. So there we have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed that, and stay tuned for more battle reports.
Yep.
Right, see you soon.